Okay, so in the '90s, what's a show that that everyone has watched at some point or the other? Well, when you ask me, it's The Simpsons. Everybody watches The Simpsons, right? So when you have a popular cartoon, what do? You capitalize on it and you merchandise. So what does this create? Well, the popular thing back then was games. So what we have here, capitalizing on the whole Bart trend, was Bart. So here I'm playing Virtual Bart on the Genesis. Okay, so let's start the game. Simple. Now the story is very simple. Bart's he's at a school science fair, sorry for the court, and so while he's just checking out everyone else's experiments, that's his. Okay. So he is just romping around, just looking at it, just looking around. And this is a little longer than I expected. If I forgot. Okay, here we go. He goes into a virtual reality experiment, which requires a victim. It's Bart, so of course he gets in there. Guess what happens? So what you do? What are the controls? So he's spinning around. Press A, I think, to slow it down, and then based on what you get a certain different event. And I remember this. Oh God, no. Okay, this one basically the plant explodes. Bart gets his costume change all of a sudden, and now he has to drive 10 miles to the plant. He has your basic health bar score. You have 60 seconds. Now, of course, you have pickups like Nitro, but there are obstacles like one. If you go off course, it slows you down. If you hit rock, it slows you down. B accelerates because you can't go your normal speed. Otherwise, you'll never make it. That orange thing you saw that I very stupidly passed over is a corn dog that's a sort of the health. So that's 1 mile. Every time you go a mile, you get a time extension. But you get obstacles. For example, you have Kearney there, who's on a really primitive Segway. But anyway, this was before the Segway, so I guess these guys are visionaries. Anyway, so of course there are rocks all over the damn place. You have to stay on the road. And it's really not much actually. This is just simply just a whole bunch of mini games. 8 miles. And it gets pretty plain actually, but Kearney's not alone. He does have other pals with him. And they all have their own weapons. For example, this guy seems to have a whip of sorts. And of course Otto's driving the other way for some reason. And of course, even though in the show they seem to have a really good relationship, he seems more than happy to swerve into your direction. Now of course Kearney has Jimbo, and yeah, there's Jimbo, but I just outran him. There he is. He's on a tractor or a go-kart. I like the things like a tractor. He drops bombs. They slow you down. Now he has a gun. Now Bart he's able to fire water balloons to slow him down. Slows him down for a little bit. If you get too close, you can kick him with the C button, as with that mini animation. But that's enough of this one. I want to show you every single one, so let's just get a quick software set and go through this menu again. Developed by Acclaim, which I haven't heard from in a while. So I think it's actually best to go to the practice area. So I already showed you I showed you this one, which I referred to the Doomsday for some reason. Now here's another one. The story behind this one is Bart simply is at the water ride. If you saw the particular episode where Homer gets stuck in I don't know what the actual episode is about, but the joke in that one is that Homer gets stuck in a tube, in the inner tube. Basically, it's the same concept. Yeah, see, there's a reference to the episode right there. Basically, all you have to do is just find the right path and avoid all the people and avoid everyone. Apparently, if you touch, damn it, Krusty. There's Homer again. Apparently, this guy can really move around for this guy's size. And given how he's stuck, this guy can move. Now, if you actually play the story mode, if you head to one of those the end of an inner tube, you have a different fate. Either he falls into a canyon, he falls into a lion's mouth, or I don't know. It's pretty crazy. Other features is I think the A or C button allows him to duck. That's pretty much the only purpose is to grab hot dogs. You could also jump on an inner tube and ride around that. It gives you like Stupid. Okay, so now here's my personal favorite as a kid, the tomato one. Let's see. So what do you do? Okay, so you press A and this little red, yellow line comes across. Press A and throw a tomato. And basically the point of this is the story is, it's picture day at Springfield Elementary and Bart just wants to ruin everyone's day. So what you gotta do, which I am usually failing at, is throw tomatoes at your objectives, at the other characters. The only problem with this one is it's really hard to tell if it's gonna hit or not. It's pretty much just luck. You could get it to go in other directions, but it's hard to tell. It's hard to get them to. As you can see, I suck at this. What the? You can see why I don't. I used to be so good at this as a kid. I don't know what the hell happened. There we go. Now, as you can see there's Principal Skinner. Now, if you hit him, as I don't want to, basically the game's done because you're not supposed to hit the principal.
Oh no, I'm out of here.
See? However, you can't hit him if he bends over to tie his shoe. Which I remember he did that in an episode. He spent 30 seconds tying his shoe and he grabbed a huge tomato that Lisa gave him and just dropped it on his ass. If you beat that section, you go on to the first, second, third grade, which is basically the same thing. Only you're throwing eggs instead of tomatoes, and you get the younger characters. Okay, I remember this one. The concept of this one is that Bart's a pig now. Oh god. Yeah, I don't know where the hell they came up with this concept. And basically, he's just running like the pork factory. So of course, the employees, which for some reason are dressed like clowns, even though this is supposed to be a factory, they're the bad guys. There we go. Concept is to free these pigs, and then just find the other pigs. Now, the problem with this is that jumping is bizarre. And also, yeah, why the hell are the employees carrying dressed like clowns? And two, you know, for a bunch of... Apparently PETA doesn't really work. They don't show up at Springfield because these guys are using stun guns and oversized hammers. I like to think they're tenderizers, just being creatively used. And some of the images are kind of graphic. For example, these pigs are being carried to the doom, or I think they already met their doom. Anyway, yes, the collision kind of weird, and yes, if you pop them 3 times, they blow up. I don't know what they have to do to actually do the job. So, okay, yeah, they haven't met their fates yet, but sorry, unfortunately for the other pigs that went over there, I like to think they're in a better place now. Hopefully not going into Homer's stomach. Okay. This guy can perform like a boosted jump of sorts by holding up and just timing it. Okay. As you can see, this is a processing plant. It says no, you can't go to the right. You can go to the right, but it'll kill you. Bart gets turned into he gets turned into ham, and it's actually it looks really weird. Just because it doesn't really show him turn into one of those ham sprites, it's simply just him crammed into one of those box things. And then here they're processing these things in the ham apparently. It's Krusty Brand. If you watch the show, you know how crooked he is. I hate this because at the time this stupid boosted jump is really annoying. Hey, I made it. What do you know? And I missed it. This part requires. Oh yeah, this requires a key. I hate this. And then here you guys these guys using a stun gun. Ow. The keys vary. Colors are either green or yellow or whatever. Okay, yeah. So let me show you what happens if you. So if you're stupid enough to go there, so you get turned into ham. See? And like I told you, it just looks like it gets crammed in there. Alright, but this is, you have multiple lives here, so let's do another softer set.